Yeah, this Alcan, welcome back to my channel. We got some breaking news. We just learned that Cuba got hit with not one but two earthquakes around 11 between 11:30 and 12 o'clock this afternoon. See if I can find it. The first one was a 5.6 magnitude earthquake, and then followed by a 6.8 earthquake. Um, on the coast of Cuba. So this is from the Associated Press. Says 6.8 magnitude earthquake shakes Cuba after hurricanes and blackouts. So there's debris all over the place. We don't have any reports of any injury, but there is damage. The quake was felt all the way to Miami, Florida. So a 6.8 magnitude earthquake shook eastern Cuba on Sunday after weeks of hurricanes and blackouts that had left many on the island reeling. The epicenter of the quake was located approximately 25 miles or 40 kilometers south of Bartolome Maso, Cuba, according to the report by the U.S. Geological Survey. The rumbles was felt across eastern stretch of Cuba, including the big cities like Santiago de Cuba. There was no immediate reports of damage or injury, but that has changed since then. There is some damage. Residents of Santiago, Cuba, the second largest city, was less shaken on Sunday. Yolanda Dabo of 76 said people in the street flocked to the streets and were still nervous sitting in their doorways. She said she felt at least two aftershocks following the quake, but that among friends and family she hadn't heard of any damage. But we are getting photos right now. As you had seen how everything was moving, the walls, everything, she told the Associated Press. The earthquake came during another tough stretch for Cuba. On Wednesday, a Category 3 Hurricane Rafael ripped through western Cuba with strong winds, knocking out power island-wide, destroying hundreds of homes and forcing evacuation of hundreds of thousands of people. Day after, much of the island is still without power. Weeks before, in October, the island was also hit by a 1-2 punch. First, it was by the island-wide blackout stretched on for days, a product of the island's energy crisis. Shortly after that, it was slapped by a powerful hurricane that struck the eastern part of the island and killed 6 people. The blackouts and wider discontent among many struggled to get by has stoked small protests across the island. So we're not sure if Milton and Helena has also contributed to the damage in Cuba, but yeah, it's not unusual for a smaller quake to start and then a secondary quake, a larger magnitude would have occurred. I mean, that's happened in Los Angeles. They had a smaller quake and then they had the big one hit not long afterwards, back in 2019, 2020. I don't remember the year. But yeah. Now, a few years ago, we had a 7.7 magnitude earthquake also in between Cuba and Jamaica, and that was also felt in all the way to the Florida, Tampa. This time it's Miami. They felt it. So we'll try to keep you updated on what's happening down in Cuba and anything else related to the earthquake. So this is Alcan saying so long for now. Don't forget to stop.